Bobardo is in the lead, trailing close behind is Okyoki 3, and Amy is right there in third place. Keep an eye on the action as they navigate turns and straights. $81,792 from Team Blue Star overtakes Luke Runs and Meyer, moving up to 8p. Duffdad advances to 14p, overtaking Flow Drifter. Twix 560 and Vex 0v0 ID climb to 20p, overtaking Susanne Greenberg and Super Lacroix. Electric Mary and Nikambakum have slipped to 29p, facing a tough break. Meanwhile, Wag, Amy, and Bobardo are fiercely contesting 2p. Noga 77, Dexter Nalanti, Luna Sky, and Cinnamon Tea are locked in a close battle for 5p, with different makes adding excitement to the mix. Noga 77 and Dexter Nalanti have made a significant move, now securing the 5th position by overtaking Luna Sky and Cinnamon Tea. The battle for 5th place intensifies as Noga 77 and Dexter Nalanti in an Alfa Romeo 155 TS competes with Luna Sky and Cinnamon Tea in an Opel Vectra. Meanwhile, Chanda Kispars and Kamikaze 38 are locked in a tight battle for 15th position, with Chanda Kispars driving a Nissan Primera 11p and Kamikaze 38 in a Ford Mondeo 98. RRFIL and Laserlost are locked in a tight battle for 4th, both in Renault 19 Hesse, while Noga 77 and Dexter Nalanti in Alfa Romeo 155 TS are not far behind. In the meantime, Shinigami has made a significant move into 8th place by overtaking Gary 710 and MYST 149, resulting in an intense battle for the 8th position. Noga 77 and Dexter Nalanti advance to 4p, overtaking RRFIL and Laserlost. In the meantime, Jada Bree and Wayne Train 94 are battling it out for 18p, with Neo Texan moving up to 21p, surpassing Twix 560 and Vex 0v0 ID. J. Berry has advanced to 18th place, surpassing Wayne Train 94. Team Quark Express Bucks Row and Eluipia are currently dueling for the 23rd position. Bucks Row is piloting a Ford Mondeo 98, while Eluipia is at the wheel of a Ford Sierra Sapphire. Twix 560 and Vex 0v0 ID are in a close battle for 21st place, with Neo Texan right in the mix driving a Peugeot 406. Meanwhile, Eluipia has made a move up to 23rd, successfully overtaking Bucks Row. Duffdad from Team COD is in a tight contest with Shondai 101 for 12th place. Chanda Kispars and Kamikaze 38 are fiercely battling for 15th position, and Bucks Row has advanced to 23rd, surpassing Eluipia. Shondai 101 has advanced to 12p, overtaking Duffdad. Kamikaze 38 has progressed to 15p, overtaking Chanda Kispars. Susanne Greenberg in the Vauxhall Cavalier 93 is in a tight battle with Super Lacroix for 20th position, while Twix 560 and Vex 0v0 ID are also in contention with their Ford Mondeo 98. Twix 560 and Vex 0v0 ID have advanced to 20th place, passing Susanne Greenberg and Super Lacroix. RRFIL and Laserlost have made a strong move, advancing to 4p by overtaking Noga 77 and Dexter Nalanti. Chanda Kispars in the Nissan Primer 11P is jockeying for position with Flow Drifter in the Peugeot 406 as they vie for 16th place on the track. Hyundai 101 has made a move and is now in 11th place, passing Amin San from Team Nafgum Kings. The battle for 11th place is heating up between Hyundai 101 in a Nissan Primer 10P and Amin San in a Peugeot 405. Waynetrain 94 has made a solid move, advancing to 18P by overtaking Jadukbri. Lacroix 1980 and Roman FS are making gains, closing in on Tadar Gardner and Sarayan Bot, narrowing the gap by 4.3 seconds. Shinigami and Gary 710 are fiercely contesting the 8th position, with MYST 149 also joining the battle. Shinigami is in a Nissan Primer 11P, while Gary 710 and MYST 149 are both handling the Peugeot 406. Gary_710 and MYST 149 have advanced to 8th place, surpassing Shinigami in 13th. Luke Runs, Meyer, and Hyundai 101 are contending for 10th position. Chanda Kispars and Jadukbri are fiercely competing for 17th place, with Chanda Kispars driving a Nissan Primer 11P and Jadukbri in a Peugeot 406. Jadukbri has made a move, advancing to 17P by overtaking Chanda Kispars. Waynetrain 94, Twix 560, and Vex 0v0 ID are locked in a tight battle for the 19th position. AI Cars 81792 and Gary_710 are currently engaged in a close battle for the 7th position, with MYST 149 also in the mix. Gary 710 and MYST 149 have made a bold move, now at 7P after overtaking 81792. Amin San and Dovdad are fighting it out for 12P in their Peugeot cars. Meanwhile, Team Quark Express's Buxizro has climbed to 22P, surpassing Neo Texan from Team Nafgum Kings. $81,792 and 13 Shinigami are neck and neck for the 8th position with their Peugeot 406 and Nissan Primer 11P respectively. Meanwhile, Kamikars 38 has made a move up to 14th place, overtaking a 40 and Monkey Zoo in a battle for position. Shinigami is now in 8P after overtaking 81,792. It's Hyundai 101 and Luke Runs versus Meyer for 10P. Meanwhile, Buxizro made his way to 21P by passing Susanne Greenberg and Super Lacroix. R.A. Raphael and Laserlost have made a solid move, advancing to 4th place by overtaking Nogas 77 and Extanalanti. Nogas 77 and Extanalanti have made a strong move, advancing to 4P by overtaking R.A. Raphael and Laserlost. Hyundai 101 has made a bold move, snatching the 9th position from 81,792. The Nissan Primer 10P and Peugeot 406 are locked in an intense battle for 9P. Kamikars 38 has also advanced to 13th place after overtaking Dovdad. Kamikaze 38 is now in 13th place after overtaking Duff Dad. Twix 560 and Vex 0v0 ID have advanced to 19th place by passing Chanda Kispars. Lunar Sky and Cinnamon Tea in the Opel Vectra are fiercely contesting 6P against Gary 710 and MYST 149 in the Peugeot 406. Lunar Sky in the Opel Vectra, Cinnamon Tea, and Gary 710 are locked in a heated battle for 6th place. These drivers are really pushing their Opel Vectra and Peugeot 406 to the limit. Gary 710 and MYST 149 have made a solid move, climbing up to 6P by overtaking Lunar Sky and Cinnamon Tea. Kamikaze 38 has advanced to 12P, surpassing Amin San. The battle for 12P is heating up, with Kamikaze 38 in a Ford Mondeo 98 and Amin San in a Peugeot 405. Chanda Kispars successfully overtook Buxizro, securing the 20th position. Buxizro from Team Quark Express has advanced to 20P, surpassing Chanda Kispars. Chanda Kispars, Susanne Greenberg, and Super Lacroix are locked in a tight competition for the 21st position. It's a showdown between a Nissan Primer 11P and a Vauxhall Cavalier 93. Bobardo has surged to 2nd place, successfully passing Wack and Amy. Amy has now advanced to the 2nd position, surpassing Bobardo. Hey Mihai, welcome back to the racing action. Good to have you back in the fast lane. Let's buckle up and enjoy the race together. Susanne Greenberg in the Vauxhall Cavalier 93 is dueling with Super Lacroix for 22nd position, while Neo Texan in the Peugeot 406 is close behind. The battle for that spot is heating up. Kamikaze 38 and Amin San are vying for the 12th position, with Neo Texan making a move to 22nd, overtaking Susanne Greenberg and Super Lacroix. R.A. Raphael and Lazalos have made a strong move up to 4P, surpassing Nogas 77 and Extanalanti. The R-driven cars Nogas 77 and Extanalanti have made a move, advancing to the 4th position ahead of R.A. Raphael and Lazalos. Hyundai 101 has made a slick move to take 8P from 13 China Garmi. The Nissan Primer 10P is showing its prowess in this tight duel. Keep an eye on this battle for position 8. $81,792 and Luke Runs and Meyer are locked in a battle for the 10th position. Meanwhile, Chanda Kispars and Neo Texan are fighting for the 21st position. Raphael and Laserlost have made a strong move, advancing to 4P by overtaking Noga's 77 and External-Anti. Noga's 77 and External-Anti have made a move, advancing to 4th position, surpassing Raphael and Laserlost. Hyundai 101 has made a great move, advancing to 8P by overtaking 13 Shinigami. Elupi in the Ford Sierra Sapphire and Todd R. Gardner in the BMW 318i are fiercely contesting the 25th position. Meanwhile, Alphonse Nomers in a BMW 318i and Electric Mary and Nikem Bakken in a Vauxhall Cavalier 91 are locked in a battle for 28th place. Electric Mary and Nikem Bakken have made a move up to 28P, surpassing Alphonse Nomers. Wow, impressive! Amy and Wyke have taken the lead, surpassing Okioki 3. It's great to see Todd R. Gardner and Sir Ian Bott making moves too, advancing to 25th place by overtaking Elupi. Okioki 3 is in the lead, followed by Wyke and Amy, with Bo Bardo from Team Blast not far behind. This is going to be an exciting race. Noga 77 and External-Anti have surged into 3rd place, overtaking Bo Bardo. Elupi in the Ford Sierra Sapphire is locked in a tight battle with Todd R. Gardner and Sir Ian Bott in the BMW 318i for 25th position. $81,792 in the Peugeot 406 and Kamikaze 38 piloting the Ford Mondeo 98 from Team Wyman. Midnight Runners continue their tight tussle for the 10th position. Kamikaze 38 has made a move and now sits in 10th place, overtaking $81,792. Both drivers are locked in a battle for the coveted 10th position. It's the Ford Mondeo 98 of Kamikaze 38 against the Peugeot 406 of $81,792. $81,792 has made a swift move, climbing up to 10th place by overtaking Kamikaze 38. Jada Bree and Wayne Train 94 are locked in a tight duel for the 17th position. Both drivers are giving it their all, with Jada Bree in the Peugeot 406 and Wayne Train 94 behind the wheel of a Ford Mondeo 98. Wayne Train 94 has made a move to 17th place, overtaking Jada Bree. Over in the battle for 26th, Todd R. Gardner is duking it out with Sir Ian Bott, Lacroix 1980, and Romans. Todd R. Gardner and Sir Ian Bott are in a BMW 318i, while Lacroix 1980 and Romans are driving a Renault 19. Twix 560 and Vex 0v0 ID have advanced to 18th place, overtaking Jada Bree. Additionally, Lacroix 1980 and Romans have moved up to 26th place, overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Sir Ian Bott. Noga 77 and External-Anti have made a strong move to claim the 2nd position, leaving Wyke and Amy behind. It's an intense battle between them. Meanwhile, Lacroix 1980 and Romans have pushed up to 25th place, overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Sir Ian Bott. Kamikaze 38 and Luke Runs are locked in a tight battle for 11th place, with their Ford Mondeo 98 and Nissan Primera 10P. Wayne Train 94 has made a bold move to claim 16th place from Flow Drifter, both driving a Ford Mondeo 98 and Peugeot 406. Twix 560, Vex 0v0 ID, and Buck Sizero are in a tight battle for the 19th position. Meanwhile, Electric Mary and Nukem Bockham have made moves, now in 26th place, overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Sir Ian Bott. The four drivers are now engaged in a fierce battle for the 26th position. Luke maintains his lead, while Meyer and Kamikaze 38 from Team Wang and Midnight Runners are fiercely contesting the 11th position. Meyer is in a Nissan Primera 10P, and Kamikaze 38 is driving a Ford Mondeo 98. Kamikaze 38 has made a swift move, advancing to 11P by overtaking both Luke Runs and Meyer. Currently, Kamikaze 38 is in an intense battle with Luke Runs and Meyer for the 11th position. Keep an eye on this intriguing competition. Luke Runs and Meyer have engaged in a battle for the 11th position, with Meyer overtaking Kamikaze 38. Meanwhile, Wayne Train 94 has advanced to 15th place by overtaking R40 and Monkey Sue. Bobardo in the Nissan Primera 11P is putting pressure on R. Raphael and Laserlost in the Renault 19 for that coveted 4th position. The battle is heating up. Bobardo, R. Raphael, and Laserlost are fiercely contesting the 4th position. Meanwhile, Buck Sizero has made a significant move up to 18th place, overtaking Flow Drifter. Now, Buck Sizero and Flow Drifter are in a battle for the 18th spot. R40 and Monkey Sue are locked in a tight battle with J-Debris for the 16th position. R40 and Monkey Sue are behind the wheel of a Nissan Primera 11P, while J-Debris pilots a Peugeot 406. J-Debris has made a significant move, climbing to 16P, overtaking both R40 and Monkey Sue. Lacroix 1980 and Romans are making gains on Allure, reducing the gap by 4.8 seconds. Meyer is making some moves, now up to 10th position after overtaking 81,792. Meanwhile, we've got an intense battle for 17th place between R40 and Monkey Sue in a Nissan Primera 11P and Buck Sizero in a Ford Mondeo 98. It's getting heated on the track. Gary 710 and MYST 149 have advanced to 5P, overtaking Bobardo from Team Blast. Meanwhile, Kamikaze 38 has moved up to 11P, passing 81,792. Additionally, Buck Sizero has moved up to 17P, overtaking R40 and Monkey Sue. Neo Texan has made a move, advancing to 19P by overtaking Flow Drifter. They're locked in a battle for the 19th position. Flow Drifter in the Peugeot 406, Twix 560, and Vex 0v0 ID driving the Ford Mondeo 98 are locked in an intense battle for the 20th position. RRFIL and Laserlost have advanced to the 3rd position, surpassing WAC and Amy in their Nissan Primer 11P. The Renault 19 and Nissan Primer 11P are fiercely contending for 3rd place. Meanwhile, Bobardo and Lunar Sky, along with Cinnamon Tea, are engaged in a competitive battle for the 6th spot in the race. Gary_710 and MYST149 have surged to 4th place, passing WAC and Amy. Additionally, Buxizero has advanced to 16th place, overtaking Jaded Bray. Kamikaze 38 has made an impressive move up to 10p, overtaking Luke Runs and Meyer. There's now a fierce battle for 10p between Kamikaze 38 in a Ford Mondeo 98 and Luke Runs and Meyer in a Nissan Primer 10p. Flow Drifter in the Peugeot 406, Twix 560, and Vex 0v0 ID, all vying for the 20th position. It's a close battle between the Peugeot and the Ford Mondeo 98. Hyundai 101 overtakes Bobardo, moving up to 7p in the Nissan Primer 10p. Meanwhile, Kamikaze 38 from Team Wine and Midnight Runners also makes a swift move, advancing to 9p by overtaking 13 Shinigami. Lunar Sky and Cinnamon Tea have advanced to 5p, surpassing WAC and Amy. Luke is leading the pack, while Meyer and 81,792 are battling it out for the 11th position. Luke is driving a Nissan Primer 10p, and 81,792 is in a Peugeot 406. Hyundai 101 has made a swift move, overtaking WAC and Amy to secure the 6th position. It's an intense battle between them in their Nissan Primer cars. Meanwhile, 13 Shinigami is challenging Luke Runs and Meyer for the 10th spot in their Nissan Primer vehicles. Neo Texan makes a bold move, advancing to 18p by overtaking R40 and Monkey-Su. RRFIL and Laserlost have made a strong move, advancing to 2p by overtaking Novus 77 and External-Anti. Novus 77 and External-Anti have moved up to 2p, overtaking RRFIL and Laserlost. $81,792 from Team Blue Star has advanced to 10p, surpassing 13 Shinigami. They are currently in a battle for 10p. 81,792 is piloting a Peugeot 406 while 13 Shinigami is behind the wheel of a Nissan Primer 11p. Also, Twix 560 and Vex 0v0 ID have risen to 19p, overtaking R40 and Monkey-Su. Kamikaze 38 is closing in on Bobardo, reducing the gap by 2.9. Amin-san has moved up to 11p, overtaking 13 Shinigami. Luke Runs and Meyer and Dove Dad are in a battle for 13p. Keep an eye on the action. Dove Dad making moves up to 13p, leaving Luke Runs and Meyer in the review. Meanwhile, Luke Runs and Meyer are battling it out with Wayne Train 94 for 14p. Over in 27p, Lacroix 1980 and Romans are duking it out with Todd R. Gardner and Sir Ian Bott. It's getting intense down the grid. Lunar Sky and Cinnamon Tea are now in 4th place after overtaking Hyundai 101. Hyundai 101 has moved up to 5th, overtaking Gary 710 and MYST 149. Todd R. Gardner and Sir Ian Bott have advanced to 27th place, overtaking Lacroix 1980 and Romans. $81,792 has advanced to 7th place, surpassing Amin San. Amin San has progressed to 8th place, overtaking Duff Dad. Duff Dad has moved up to 9th place, passing Gary 710 and MYST 149. Flow Drifter has made a rapid move, climbing for spots to secure 16p. R40 and Monkey Sue are also on the move, overtaking for cars to claim 17p. Chanda Kispars is not far behind, making a swift advancement to take 18p. Nolga 77 and Dextonalanti have made an impressive move up to 1p, overtaking Okyoki 3 from Team COD. It's a close battle at the front between Nolga 77 and Dextonalanti in an Alfa Romeo 155 TS and Okyoki 3 in a Ford Mondeo 93. Meanwhile, Eliupi has moved up to 22p, surpassing Wayne Train 94. Alphonse Nomos is making a strong push, closing in on Twix 560 and Vex 0v0 ID by 29.2 units. Meanwhile, Wag and Amy have moved up to 3rd, overtaking Bobardo, who has also made a move to 4th by passing Luna Sky and Cinnamon Tea. Hyundai 101 is making a strong move, overtaking for cars to grab the 9th position. Kamikaze 38 is also on the move, passing for cars to secure the 11th spot. However, Duff Dad seems to be struggling, slipping back 6 positions to 15th place. Hey there Evan 3814, welcome back to the stream. It's great to have you back with us for some high-speed fun. Racing car video game. R40 and Monkey Zoo is making impressive progress, overtaking 5 cars to secure 12th place. Meanwhile, Chanda Kispars is also on the move, passing 6 cars to claim 13th place. Suzanne Greenberg and Super Lacroix are not far behind, overtaking 6 cars each to secure 14th place. Okyoki 3 is catching up to Nolga 77 and Dextonalanti, reducing the gap by 2.3. R. Raphael and Lazalos are also closing in on Wag and Amy, decreasing the gap by 3.3. Wayne Train 94 has moved up to 17p, overtaking Eliupi. Hyundai 101 is making moves, overtaking for cars to secure the 5th position. Meanwhile, Lunar Sky and Cinnamon Tea are also on the move, overtaking for cars to claim 6th place. Kamikaze 38 is not far behind, overtaking for cars to take 7th place in a swift maneuver. Duff Dad making moves, up 4 places to 11p. Chanda Kispars dropping back, down 8 positions to 21p. R40 and Monkey Zoo slipping, down 11 positions to 23p. Luke is making a run for it, while Meyer has advanced to 12th place, overtaking Suzanne Greenberg and Super Lacroix. J. Darkberry has also made progress, now sitting at 18th place, surpassing Todd R. Gardner and Sir Ian Bott. An intense battle is brewing for the 18th spot between J. Darkberry in a Peugeot 406 and Todd R. Gardner and Sir Ian Bott in a BMW 318i. Alphonse Nomers is making significant progress, closing the gap by 31.2 seconds to A40 and Monkey-Su. Okioki 3 has surged to first place, overtaking Milga's 77 and Dexton Alanti. Meanwhile, R.A. Raphael and Laserlost are closely pursuing Milga's 77 and Dexton Alanti, reducing the gap by 3.2 seconds. Train 94 has made a significant move up to 14th place, surpassing Suzanne Greenberg and Super Lacroix. 81,792 from Team Blue Star has advanced to 16th place, overtaking Illupia. Illupia is now at 24p after falling back 7 positions. Buxizero has advanced to 17p, surpassing Twix 560 and Vex 0v0 ID. Twix 560 and Vex 0v0 ID have moved up to 18p, overtaking Neo Texum in the process. Alphonse Nomers is making a strong move, closing the gap on Todd R. Gardner and Sir Ian Bott by 27.2. Electric Mary and Nikem Bakum have advanced to 20p, passing Chanda Kispars. Meanwhile, Chanda Kispars has also moved up to 21p, overtaking R40 and Monkey-Su. Todd R. Gardner and Sir Ian Bott have advanced to 25p, passing Alphonse Nomers. Lacroix 1980 and Romance have moved up to 28p, overtaking Flow Drifter. Luke is currently leading, with Meyer and 13 Shinigami locked in a tight battle for 12th position. Meyer is driving a Nissan Primer 10p, while 13 Shinigami is in a Nissan Primer 11p. Luke is in a strong position, while Meyer and 13 Shinigami are fiercely contesting 12p. Both are driving Nissan Primer cars. Buxizero, Twix 560, and Vex 0v0 ID are engaged in a close battle for 17p. Lunar Sky and Cinnamon Tea have made a swift move, advancing to 6p by overtaking Kamikars 38. R.A. Raphael and Laserlost in the Renault 19, along with Gary 710 and MYST1 for 9 in the Peugeot 406, are in an intense battle for 3rd place. Meanwhile, Lacroix 1980 and Romance have made significant progress, moving up to 27th place and overtaking Alphonse Nomers. Thirteen Shinigami and Luke Runs are fiercely contesting the 12th position, with 13 Shinigami currently driving a Nissan Primer 11p and Luke Runs and Meyer in a Nissan Primer 10p. Lunar Sky and Cinnamon Tea are contending for 6th place in their Opel Vectra and Ford Mondeo 98 respectively. Meanwhile, Neo Texum has advanced to 18th, surpassing Buxizero. The race is on between Neo Texum in a Peugeot 406 and Buxizero in a Ford Mondeo 98 for the 18th spot. Gary 710 and MYST1 for 9 are in a duel for 3rd place, both driving a Peugeot 406, while R.A. Raphael and Laserlost in a Renault 19 are keeping the pressure on. Lunar Sky and Cinnamon Tea have made a move to 6th place, overtaking Kamikaze 38. Meanwhile, Wayne Train 94 in a Ford Mondeo 98 and 81792 in a Peugeot 406 are battling it out for the 14th position. Bobardo has made a move up to 9p, overtaking WAC and Amy. Raphael and Laserlost have also made a move up to 3p, overtaking Gary 710 and MYST 149. It seems like there's a fierce battle for position 9 between Bobardo, WAC, and Amy. Raphael and Laserlost in the Renault 19 are vying with Gary 710 and MYST 149 in the Peugeot 406 for 3p. Meanwhile, Wayne Train 94 in the Ford Mondeo 98 and Luke Runs and Meyer in the Nissan Primera 10p are battling it out for 13p. Additionally, Neo Texan has made a move to 17p, surpassing Twix 560 and Vex 0v0 ID. Aminsan has moved up to 7p, overtaking Lunar Sky and Cinnamon Tea. Lunar Sky and Cinnamon Tea have advanced to 7th place, surpassing Aminsan. J. Darkberry and Neo Texum are currently in a heated battle for the 16th position. Neo Texum and J. Debris are neck and neck in a battle for 16p. Duff Dad in the Peugeot 406 is having a close fight with 13 Shinigami in the Nissan Primera 11p for the 11th position. It's a tight battle between these two drivers as they jostle for position. AG1792 is now in 14th place after overtaking Luke Runs and Meyer. Meanwhile, Chandakispars are 40 and Monkisu are locked in a battle for 21st place. Car number 40 and Monkisu have made a move, now at 21p, surpassing Chandakispars. Lunar Sky and Cinnamon Tea have advanced to 6p, successfully passing Kamikaze 38. Kamikaze 38 has advanced to 6p, successfully passing Lunar Sky and Cinnamon Tea. Bobardo, WAC, and Amy are closely contesting the 9th position. Bobardo, WAC, and Amy are locked in a fierce battle for the 9th position. Duff Dad in the Peugeot 406 is fiercely contesting 13 Shinigami's Nissan Primera 11p for the 11th spot. The battle for position 11 is heating up between these two drivers. Aminsan from Team Lafcombe Kings in a Peugeot 405 is neck and neck with WAC and Amy driving a Nissan Primera 11p, battling for the 8th position. Meanwhile, Shinigami has made a move, climbing to 11th place, overtaking Duff Dad. Shinigami is making moves, closing in on Bobardo by 2.1. Twix 560 and Vex 0v0 ID have advanced to 17p, surpassing Jadebri. Currently, Twix 560 and Vex 0v0 ID are engaging in a close contest for the 17th position. Both drivers are showcasing their skills with Twix 560 and Vex 0v0 ID in a Ford Mondeo 98 and Jadebri in a Peugeot 406. Train 94 has made a move up to 12th place, overtaking 81,792. Meanwhile, 81,792 has also climbed to 13th, overtaking Duff Dad. Currently, 81,792 and Duff Dad are locked in a battle for the 13th position. Duff Dad has made a move, overtaking 81,792 and securing the 13th position. Keep an eye on the battle between Duff Dad and 81,792 as they vie for that spot. $81,792 has made a strong move up to 13p, overtaking Duff Dad. They are now locked in a battle for the 13th position. Train 94 in the Ford Mondeo 98 and 81,792 in the Peugeot 406 are locked in a battle for 12th position. Keep an eye on how this unfolds. $81,792 now in 12th place after overtaking Train 94. The battle for 12th position continues between 81,792 in the Peugeot 406 and Train 94 in the Ford Mondeo 98. Hyundai 101 has made a strong move to take the 4th position, passing R. Raphael and Laselost. Meanwhile, Electric Mary and Mikem Bochum have advanced to 19th place, overtaking Buxisro. Raphael and Laselost have made a strong move, advancing to the 4th position, overtaking Hyundai 101. Duff Dad in the Peugeot 406 is dueling with Luke Runs and Meyer in the Nissan Primera 10P for the 14th position. Meyer advances to 14th, overtaking Duff Dad. Now a tight battle between Luke Runs and Meyer for 14th position. Meyer in a Nissan Primera 10P and Duff Dad in a Peugeot 406 are really going at it. R40 and Monkey-Sue are engaged in a tight battle for the 20th position, both driving a Nissan Primera 11P and Ford Mondeo 98, respectively. Buxisro has made a strong move, climbing to 20p and successfully overtaking R40 and Monkey-Sue. There's now a tight battle between Buxisro's Ford Mondeo 98 and R40 and Monkey-Sue's Nissan Primera 11P for the 20th position. Hyundai 101 and Kamikaze 38 are fighting for 5th place, with their Nissan Primera 10P and Ford Mondeo 98. It's a close one. Neo Texan, Twix 560, and Vex 0v0 ID are in a tight battle for 16th place, driving a Peugeot 406 and 2 Ford Mondeo 98s. Buxisro has made an impressive move to 20th place, passing R40 and Monkey-Sue. Kamikaze 38 makes a strong move up to 6p by overtaking Lunar Sky and Cinnamon Tea. Meanwhile, there's a tight battle for 20p between Bucksize Row in a Ford Mondeo 98 and a 40 in a Nissan Primer 11p. Electric Mary and Nikembokum have advanced to 18p, surpassing Jaded Brie. R40 and Monkey Zoo have also made gains, moving up to 20p, overtaking Bucksize Row. Twix 560 and Vex 0v0 ID are making a move, closing in on Duff Dad, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Shinigami successfully closes in on Bo Bardo, reducing the gap by 2.1. Jaded Brie in the Peugeot 406 is closely contested by R40 and Monkey Zoo, both in Nissan Primer 11p, as they battle for the 19th position. Monkey Zoo making a move up to 19p, overtaking Jaded Brie. Duff Dad, Twix 560, and Vex 0v0 ID are currently engaged in a tight battle for the 15th position. Duff Dad is behind the wheel of a Peugeot 406, while Twix 560 and Vex 0v0 ID are competing in a Ford Mondeo 98. Twix 560 and Vex 0v0 ID have made a strong move up to 15p, overtaking Duff Dad. Currently, there's an intense battle between Twix 560 and Vex 0v0 ID in a Ford Mondeo 98 and Duff Dad from Team COD in a Peugeot 406 for that position. Electric Mary and Nikembokum in a Vauxhall Cavalier 91 are fiercely contesting 18p with their 40 and Monkey Zoo in a Nissan Primer 11p. Car number 40 and Monkey Zoo have advanced to 18p, overtaking Electric Mary and Nikembokum. Amy has moved up to 8p, overtaking Amin San. Amin San has made an impressive move, advancing to 8p by overtaking Wak and Amy. Electric Mary, Nukembakum, and Jada Bree are locked in a close competition for the 19th position. Electric Mary and Nukembakum are piloting Vauxhall Cavalier 91, while Jada Bree is behind the wheel of a Peugeot 406. Jada Bree advancing to 19p, overtaking Bucksizero. Bucksizero gains ground, moving to 20p and overtaking Chanda Kispars. Chanda Kispars now in 21p, overtaking Suzanne Greenberg and Super Lacroix. Iluapi is making a bold move by narrowing the gap with Electric Mary and Nukembakum by 11.6. Hyundai 101 has surged to 4th place, overtaking R.R. Raphael and Laserlost. R.R. Raphael and Laserlost have skillfully advanced to 4th place, successfully overtaking Hyundai 101. Shinigami has made a strong move, now sitting in 10th place after overtaking Bobardo. The two are locked in a battle for the coveted 10th position. Shinigami and Bobardo are locked in a tight battle for the 10th position. R.R. Raphael and Laserlost now sit in 3rd place after overtaking Gary 710 and MYST 149. Gary _710 and MYST 149 have made a strong move, now in 3rd place after overtaking R.R. Raphael and Laserlost. Kamikaze 38, Luna Sky, and Cinnamon Tea are in a heated battle for the 6th position. Kamikaze 38 is driving a Ford Mondeo 98, while Luna Sky and Cinnamon Tea are both in Opel Vectras. Gary_710 and MYST149 have been overtaken by RA Raphael and Laserlost, who have now advanced to the 3rd position. Kamikaze 38 in the Ford Mondeo 98 is currently locked in a fierce battle with Lunar Sky and Cinnamon Tea, both driving Opel Vectras. They are vying for the 6th position. Lunar Sky and Cinnamon Tea make a bold move to claim 4P, overtaking Gary710 and MYST149. Aminsan gains ground, moving up to 7P, overtaking Hyundai 101. Aminsan has made a swift move, climbing to 6P and overtaking Wak and Amy. In response, Wak and Amy have also advanced to 7P by overtaking Kamikaze 38. Meanwhile, 13 Shinigami is gaining ground on Hyundai 101, narrowing the gap by 3.8 seconds. Dufdad making moves, up to 12P after overtaking 4 cars. Bobardo's on the move, now up to 9P, passing AITY 1792. AITY 1792 climbing to 10P, overtaking Hyundai 101. R40 and Monkey Sue now in 16P, passing J.Berry. J.Berry now in 17P, overtaking Luke Runs and Meyer. Chanda Kispars advances to 19P, overtaking Twix 560 and Vex 0v0 ID. Elupi is making an impressive move, closing in on Todd R. Gardner and Sir Ian Bot by 24.7 units. Meanwhile, Hyundai 101 has advanced to 10P, overtaking 81,792. Currently, Hyundai 101 in a Nissan Primer 10P and 81,792 in a Peugeot 406 are battling for 10P. Hyundai 101 has made an impressive move, taking the 9th position from Bobardo. Meanwhile, Bobardo and 81,792 are locked in a battle for the 10th spot, with Bobardo in a Nissan Primer 11P and 81,792 in a Peugeot 406. Noga77 and Dexter Melanti have taken the lead, passing Okyoki 3 from Team COD. Hyundai 101 has advanced to 8th place, overtaking 81,792. 81,792 has moved up to 9th place, passing 13 Shinigami. Suzanne E. Greenberg and Super Lacroix are making a strong move, narrowing the gap by 17.5 seconds against Electric Mary and New Kembakum. Lunar Sky and Cinnamon Tea have advanced to the 3rd position, overtaking R.A. Raphael and Laserlost. Electric Mary and New Kembakum have climbed to 19th place, overtaking Suzanne E. Greenberg and Super Lacroix. Amy is gaining ground on Lunar Sky and Cinnamon Tea, reducing the gap by 14.8 units. Gary_710 and MYST149 have advanced to 3rd place, surpassing R.A. Raphael and Laserlost. Aminsan has climbed to 5th place, overtaking Lunar Sky and Cinnamon Tea. Lunar Sky and Cinnamon Tea have advanced to 6th place, surpassing WAC and Amy. Bobardo has progressed to 10th place, overtaking Kamikaze 38. Kamikaze 38 has climbed to 11th place, passing Wayne Train 94 from Team Wine and Midnight Runners. R40 and Monkey Zoo are in a tight race, with R40 closing the gap to 81,792 significantly. Hyundai 101 is making moves, overtaking Wipe and Amy to reach 7th position. The battle for 7th place continues between Hyundai 101, Wipe, and Amy, all driving Nissan Primer cars. Lunar Sky and Cinnamon Tea have advanced to 5P, surpassing Amin-san. Kamikaze 38 has progressed to 9P, overtaking 13 Shinigami. Luke Runs and Meyer have climbed to 14P, overtaking R40 and Monkey Zoo. Kamikaze 38 from Team Wine and Midnight Runners has advanced to 8P, overtaking Amin-san. Wayne Train 94 has made significant gains, reducing the gap to Bobardo from Team Blast by 2.1. R40 and Monkey Zoo are battling it out in 15th position with their Nissan Primer 11P and Ford Mondeo 98, while Chandakispars and Dovdad engage in a duel for 17th place with a Nissan Primer 11P and a Peugeot 406. Jadabri has advanced to 22P, surpassing a UPI. The Peugeot 406 driven by Jadabri is in a fierce duel with the Ford Sierra Sapphire piloted by a UPI for the 22nd position. Kamikaze 38 is closing in on WAC and Amy, reducing the gap by 3.3. Meanwhile, Wayne Train 94 from Team Wine and Midnight Runners is also closing in on Bobardo, reducing the gap by 2.2. Kamikaze 38 from Wine and Midnight Runners has overtaken Amin-san, moving up to 7P. Amin-san retaliated and secured 8P by overtaking Wayne Train 94. However, Wayne Train 94 didn't stay down for long and overtook Bobardo from Team Blast, securing 9P. Okyoki 3 has surged to the lead, passing Noga 77 and Dextonalanti. 81,792 has made gains, moving up to 10th place by overtaking Luke Runs and Meyer, who in turn have advanced to 11th, surpassing Wipe and Amy. Gary 710 and MYST 149 are making a strong push, closing in on Nogus 77 and Dextonalanti. They've cut the gap by 30.6. Neo Texan is also gaining ground on Bobardo from Team Blast, reducing the gap by 5.2. Gary 710 and MYST 149 continue to apply pressure, closing in on Nogus 77 and Dextonalanti by 30.6. Lunar Sky and Cinnamon Tea are making gains, closing in on Gary 710 and MYST 149 by 2.7 seconds. Jadabri has advanced to 19P, overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Sarayan Bot. Electric Mary and Niken Bakum have moved up to 24P, overtaking Chanta Kispars. While Wag and Amy has advanced to 11P, overtaking Luke Runs and Meyer. The battle for 11P is heating up between Wag and Amy driving a Nissan Primer 11P, and Luke Runs and Meyer in a Nissan Primer 10P. Jada Brino at 18P, moving past Todd R. Gardner and Sir Ian Bott. Todd R. Gardner and Sir Ian Bott take 19P, overtaking Buck Sizergh. Buck Sizergh is now at 20P, passing Ilu Rapi. R. Raphael and Laserlost are in a battle for the third position with Gary 710 and MYST 149. Buckchanzero has shown a strong move up to 19th place, overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Sir Ian Bott. Additionally, Chanda Kispars has made progress to 24th place, overtaking Susanne Greenberg and Super Lacroix. Lacroix 1980 and Romans are making serious moves, closing in on Susanne Greenberg and Super Lacroix by 29.6. Gary _710 and MYST 149 have surged into third place, overtaking R. Raphael and Laserlost. Lacroix 1980 and Romans are still closing the gap on Susanne Greenberg and Super Lacroix, now by 29.6. Gary _710 and MYST 149 in the Peugeot 406 and R. Raphael and Laserlost in the Renault 19 are currently locked in a battle for the third position. Raphael and Laserlost have made a move, now in third place ahead of Gary 710 and MYST 149. R40 and Monkey Sue are climbing to 20th place, passing Electric Mary and Nikembakum. Electric Mary and Nikembakum are up to 21st place, overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Sir Ian Bott. Lacroix 1980 and Romans are hot on the tail of Ilu Rapi, cutting the gap by 30.5. R. Raphael and Laserlost have surged to third place, overtaking Gary 710 and MYST 149. Electric Mary and Nikembakum have advanced to 20th, passing R40 and Monkey Sue. '13 Shinigami is gaining ground, reducing the gap to Twix 560 and Vex 0v0 ID by 2.2 seconds. R. Raphael and Laserlost in the Renault 19 are closely contesting with Gary 710 and MYST 149 in the Peugeot 406 for the third position. The battle for 3P is heating up. R. Raphael and Laserlost in the Renault 19 are neck and neck with Gary 710 and MYST 149 in the Peugeot 406, battling it out for the third position. Gary _710 and MYST 149 are now in third place after overtaking R. Raphael and Laserlost. Meanwhile, 81,792, WACP, and Amy are currently engaged in a tight battle for 10th place. Gary 710 is currently battling it out with MYST 149 for the third position, driving a Peugeot 406, while R. Raphael and Laserlost are also in the mix with their Renault 19. Meanwhile, Lunar Sky and Cinnamon Tea are in a heated competition against Hyundai 101 for the 5th position, with Lunar Sky and Cinnamon Tea behind the wheel of an Opel Vectra. RRFIL and Laserlost have overtaken Gary 710 and NYST 149, moving to 3rd position. There's an intense battle for the 3rd spot between them. RRFIL and Laserlost is in a Renault 19, while Gary 710 and NYST 149 is driving a Peugeot 406. Twix 560 and Vex 0v0 ID are in a tight battle for 13th position, closely followed by 13 Shinigami. Twix 560 is behind the wheel of a Ford Mondeo 98, while Vex 0v0 ID is driving a Nissan Primer 11P. It's a close race with each driver vying for an edge. Twix 560, Vex 0v0 ID, and 13 Shinigami are locked in a tight battle for 13th position. Twix 560 and Vex 0v0 ID are both driving Ford Mondeo 98S, while 13 Shinigami is in a Nissan Primer 11P. Shinigami has overtaken Twix 560 and Vex 0v0 ID, now sitting in the 13th position. Janda Kispars, Suzanne Greenberg, and Super Lacroix are locked in a tight battle for the 22nd position. Janda Kispars is driving a Nissan Primer 11P, while Suzanne Greenberg and Super Lacroix are both maneuvering Vauxhall Cavalier 93S. Suzanne Greenberg and Super Lacroix have advanced to 22P, surpassing Todd R. Gardner and Sir Ian Bott. Todd R. Gardner and Sir Ian Bott have moved up to 23P, overtaking Eluapi. Eluapi has climbed to 24P, passing Lacroix 1980 and Romans. Shinigami is gaining ground on Luke and Meyer, reducing the gap by 2.1. Alphonse Nomos has made a move up to 27p, overtaking Chanda Kispars. Luke is in the lead, with Meyer and 13 Shinigami battling it out for 12th place. Meyer is in a Nissan Primer 10p, while 13 Shinigami is driving a Nissan Primer 11p. Luke has managed to pull ahead, while Meyer and 13 Shinigami are locked in a tight battle for 12p. Meyer is driving a Nissan Primer 10p, and 13 Shinigami is in a Nissan Primer 11p. Jadabri has made a solid move, advancing to 17p by successfully overtaking Neo Texan. Hey Stan Labanam, welcome back to the channel. So glad to have you joining us again for some exciting AI race car action. Let's buckle up and enjoy the ride together. Noga77 and Dexton Alanti are making a push, closing the gap on Okioki 3 by 2.1 seconds. Noga77 and Dexton Alanti are quickly gaining on Okioki 3, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. A fierce battle for third place is unfolding between Gary 710, NYST 149, R.A. Raphael, and Laserlost, who are all showcasing their skills in Peugeot 406 and Renault 19 cars. R.A. Raphael and Laserlost have made a significant move, advancing to the third position by overtaking Gary 710 and MYST 149. Buxisro has closed the gap on Neo Texan by 2.0. Buxisro is now within 2.3 seconds of Neo Texan. Wayne 94 in the Ford Mondeo 98, and Wipe and Amy in the Nissan Primer 11P are currently locked in a battle for 9th place. Keep an eye on this competition as it unfolds. Wipe and Amy has advanced to 9p, successfully overtaking Wayne 94 from Team Wang and Midnight Runners. The two are currently engaged in a battle for the 9th position. Wipe and Amy is piloting a Nissan Primer 11P, while Train 94 is behind the wheel of a Ford Mondeo 98. Train 94 from Team Wine and Midnight Runners has been overtaken by Wipe and Amy, who's now in 9th place. Both drivers are fiercely battling it out for that position. It's a Nissan Primer 11P versus a Ford Mondeo 98 showdown. Wipe and Amy are locked in a tight battle for 9th place, both driving the Nissan Primer 11P and the Ford Mondeo 98, respectively. Neo Texum and Buck Sizergh are locked in a tight battle for the 18th position. Neo Texum's Peugeot 406 is giving a good fight against Buck Sizergh's Ford Mondeo 98. Gary_710 and MYST149 have made a strong move, climbing to 3P by overtaking R.A. Raphael and Laserlost. The battle for 3P is heating up between these drivers in the Peugeot 406 and Renault 19. Lunar Sky and Cinnamon Tea are locked in a battle for the 5th position, both driving compact cars, an Opel Vectra and a Nissan Primer 10P, respectively. Neo Texum and Buck Sizergh are locked in a tight battle for the 18th position. Neo Texum is piloting a Peugeot 406, while Buck Sizergh is behind the wheel of a Ford Mondeo 98. (81,792) successfully overtakes Train 94, securing the 10th position. Luke is currently leading the race, and Meyer has made a great move, advancing to 12th place by overtaking Shinigami in 13th position. Luke is leading the pack, while Meyer and 13 Shinigami are duking it out for 12th position. Neo Texum and Buck Sizergh are grappling for the 18th spot. In a tight race like this, every move counts. Luke is leading the charge while Meyer has surged to 11th place, passing Train 94. Buck Sizergh has made a move to 18th place, overtaking Neo Texum. Lunar Sky and Cinnamon Tea are making gains on R.A. Raphael and Laserlost, reducing the gap by 2.8. Luke Runs and Meyer are locked in a battle for 11P, with Train 94 in the mix. Electric Mary and Nukem Bochum are closing in on Neo Texum, narrowing the gap by 2.2. Twix 560 and Vex 0v0 ID are making a move, closing in on 13 Shinigami. reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Hyundai 101 and Kamikaze 38 are in a tight battle for 6th place, with Hyundai 101 in a Nissan Primer 10P and Kamikaze 38 in a Ford Mondeo 98. Kamikaze 38 has made an impressive move, taking over 6P from Hyundai 101. Hey there, Jackie10252123. Welcome back to the stream. We've got some exciting race car action going on, so buckle up and enjoy the show. Racing car party popper.